Well, we are spicing up my favorite hot drink on this very cold January morning. The president of the Tea and Herbal Association, Shabnam Weber, joins us now as part of National Hot Tea Month. Always lovely to see you.
Good morning, Annette. It's lovely to see you as well.
And this is a day where you really want to put your hands around that warm mug of tea, right?
Absolutely. It is freezing out there. So what I've done for you today, first of all, happy National Hot Tea Month, but what I've done for you today, Annette, is I know that you love your black tea. So I am going to do a twist up on a really traditional tea and some actually really traditional flavors and combine them in a way that perhaps you haven't thought about before.
Okay.
So I'm starting here with your black tea, the one that I know that you drink every single day. And I'm pouring that into my cup. So this is simply steeped black tea. And I have taken milk and apple cider. And I've combined these two on the stove and heated it up. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to this. And this is actually going to end up tasting like apple pie. So I call this my apple pie latte. And really the objective here is, as you say, have something really delicious and warm in your hands, but also a way to really just change up our lattes that we're making at home. So whip that up, and on top of your tea it goes, and you have a delicious flavor that tastes, that tastes like apple pie. Look at that.
It's okay, it's latte. Now we don't match. I'll have to get some on me.
Yeah, indeed. That's right. We talked this one through. So there's your apple pie latte, which I love so much I decided to wear. Your second one that I've made for you today is, again, a black tea. And you can make a chai yourself at home, or you can, of course, buy some beautiful chai blends that are on the market. But if you have just a black tea at home that you don't want to go and buy additional chai for, take your black tea and steep that with cinnamon and clove. And that's all I've done here. You can put a little bit of nutmeg in it, a little bit of cardamom. And
now,
again,
are those ingredients essentially what makes tea a chai tea?
Yeah. So it's cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. Those are generally the traditional items that are in it. And how much goes into it, how much of each, is what changes up the recipe in terms of flavor profile. So what I've done with this one is I've got my nice traditional chai, and I'm going to spice it up. So this is simply hot chocolate, so cocoa, that I've put into cream. And I've also steamed and warmed that up with some chili. So this is a Mexican mocha.
Oh.
And I know, right? So let's try this one again without wearing it, I hope.
Because this one will stain, right? It's got the chocolate in it.
There
so
you
this
go.
is a really nice.
I'm not committed to my product.
Yes, this is a really nice dessert tea.
It's such, you know what? You're so right. It's such a nice way to finish off a dinner, right? To add something nice and sweet to your dinner. That's a little bit different. You can certainly add it just as a dessert, a standalone dessert itself, or you can add it to a dessert that you're serving. So this has a really delicious, the spices from the chai flavor, but also the spice from the chili that I put inside of the hot chocolate. And that's what really makes the Mexican hot chocolate a Mexican hot chocolate. It's the chili. It's those, the yin and yang of flavors that are happening.
So it's just all about experimenting and finding out what really works for you. Now, when you make the latte with your milk, what kind of milk are you using, like 2%, or could you use cream, or is that too heavy for?
So you can use any cream, any milk that you want. So if it's a plant-based, oat is great, soy is great. Keep in mind that soy is going to alter the flavor. So oat and soy, the plant-based milks are going to add a different layer of flavor to what it is that you're doing. It also really depends, I find, on how frothy and creamy you want your product to be. If I were doing this as a dessert, as you just suggested, I would actually mix up milk and cream. I know it's heavy, I get it, but if you're doing this as a dessert, first of all, you're going to get a really beautiful froth on top of your tea itself. but also you have a nice, rich, creamy flavor. Just decadent and delicious.
Oh, just experimenting with it. And do you have the recipes up on your website?
We do, absolutely. We've got those. We've shared those with you. They're on our website, tea.ca. I should tell everybody as well that it's not too late to enter our Tea for a Year contest, which we've been running all of January for Hot Tea Month. Follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Canada Tea to enter a chance to win tea for an entire year.
Awesome. Thank you for creating these for me. I am definitely going to try them, Shabnam.
Cheers. Thanks. Nice to see you.